Hey guys, and welcome to Wrestling Days. Just finished watching NXT Raw. NXT Raw? Just finished watching NXT, and oh man, it was pretty rubbish this week. I mean, they obviously can be forgiven because we've got Takeover just a few days away. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am for that. That Asuka Bayley match is going to be insane. I thought they did a brilliant job, actually, of building the Balor Samoa Joe match. That beatdown at the end. I mean, I loved it when Joe threw Balor at the announce table, wiped out Corey Graves. I still don't know what's happened to Tom Phillips. They took out the commentary team, and it was brilliant. It was a great moment. Unfortunately, though, the rest of the broadcast didn't really have those kind of moments. It started off with American Alpha, went up against Hollis and can't remember, the two jobbers basically, and there was really no spots in this that I can recall. I remember we'll call them the jobbers. Sorry, I can't remember what they were called. Hollis and I want to say Bailey. It's obviously not Bailey. But they got a bit of offense in, but it was a squash match. No two ways about it. It was a squash match. After that, we got Corbin again going up against someone who I don't know, and it was another squash match. Next, we had a Nakamura promo, which is pretty cool. WWE got some footage from, is it Revolution? One of the indie companies, and did a really good job of kind of showing him off. So, I mean, I'm excited for that match anyway. Who isn't? But I thought they did a good job of building that. Knight and Cutler against the Revival. Another largely squash match. I like the look of Knight, though. He reminds me of a more athletic Bull Dempsey. Again, a little bit of offense. Really not much to it. This was just squash after squash after squash. They were just showing off the guys that are going to be at TakeOver, and I get it, but just didn't really make for a great broadcast tonight. Next, we had a match that I thought wouldn't be a squash, and that was Apollo Crews going up against Alex Riley. Guess what? Turned out to be a squash. Apollo Crews won, and Riley got very little offense in. He did get bits, but this, he's not going to be able to grow from this or build on this. I feel sorry for Riley. He's, clearly his passion is phenomenal, but he's just not going anywhere. They're not giving him anything to work with, and whenever they have in the past, he's not been able to connect with the audience. I just don't see where Riley goes from here. I'm a little worried about Apollo Crews because I don't see where he goes from here. After the match, Elias Sampson comes out, and I said on Twitter, when you're so angry with someone, you really hate someone, the only thing you can do is grab an acoustic guitar and sing them a song. When you're that angry, that's exactly what Elias Sampson did. He grabbed his acoustic guitar and started singing a song to Apollo Crews, and that must have cut deep. That really must have hurt Apollo. So clearly we're building towards a match there. I don't know if that's been announced or not. To tell the truth, I don't care. I was quite impressed with Elias Sampson last week because I thought he showed a side of himself we hadn't seen before. But this was just horrific. We were just back to being horrific. It felt as though WWE had booked this segment. It was that bad. Move on. And then finally got us to the main event. There was a few backstage bits that I've kind of skipped. I mean, Sami Zayn did a backstage bit, which is all right. And they promoted that No Way Jose guy. I can't remember who it is now, but I'm not really into it. I'm worried it's going to be Adam Rose version 2.0. But it was, it is what it is. It's good to see new talent coming through. But yeah, the main event anyway, I like Bull Dempsey. I really like Bull Dempsey, and I didn't want to see Bull Dempsey go. And this was difficult because I think this is going to be his last match, and it was against Samoa Joe. I was hoping for a real competitive main event. I wanted something. I knew Joe was going to win, but I wanted something that just, played to Bull's strengths and made you go, yeah, man, that was really cool. yeah, thanks. No, didn't get anything. He just, again, like the rest of the night, it was squash match after squash match after squash match. The whole thing was pretty poor, apart from that beatdown at the end. That beatdown at the end was absolutely brilliant. I mean, not the best, but I did enjoy it. And as I said, you know, Corey Graves and Tom Phillips got destroyed on the commentary team, so yeah, that bit was fun. But this was definitely one of the weaker NXTs, and wow, it don't matter, does it? You know, we move on to Dallas, and we are literally days away. Asuka Bailey, honestly, I can't remember the last time I was so excited for a match. It's going to be absolutely epic, absolutely epic. Cool. Right. Don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter at Wrestling Days UK. If you haven't subscribed, well, why not? Why haven't you? That's rude. No, it'd be cool if you did. So you don't miss out on any future videos. And hopefully I'll see you again next time. As always, thanks a lot. Bye for now.